Today I'm showing you the best chocolate cake that you can ever taste. And it is vegan, but it is my choice of chocolate cake, even if I don't want to eat vegan. That's the choice of chocolate, simple chocolate cake that I'm gonna go for. So first of all, let me tell you, I'm gonna be using a cup of almond milk, but to make it like a buttermilk, I will add a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar to it, and it needs to sit for few minutes, 5 minutes almost, 10 minutes is okay, until it gets to that texture, buttermilk texture. The richer the milk in protein, the more it's gonna become like a buttermilk when you add the vinegar. But almond milk is gonna work, so I'm using almond milk. But if you have a richer in protein milk, then that's the choice to go with. In this recipe, we have 2 cups of all-purpose flour, 1.5 cup of sugar, 1 cup of really good quality cocoa powder. It goes all in. I will mix that and I will add the leavening products and the salt. I have 1/4 teaspoon salt over here. I have 1.5 teaspoons baking powder and 1 teaspoon baking soda. They all go in. Now this is the dry ingredients. The wet ingredients is gonna be 3/4 of a cup of applesauce. I have it right here. I have the buttermilk that I just created with the vinegar added into the almond. I will add it into the sauce, the applesauce. I have 1/2 cup of coffee. Strong coffee, espresso is better. And if you don't have espresso, you can also use instant coffee. I have a teaspoon of loaded teaspoon of instant coffee in this 1/2 cup that I am using. Into that, I will be using 1/2 cup of coconut oil. It's normally a little bit, it gelatinizes like this. So it's, I heated it in the microwave to melt it. But I think the coconut flavor goes very well with chocolate, and that's why I choose that. So I melted it, but since it gets cold very fast, it might make pieces of coconut oil within the liquid, but don't worry about it, it's okay. No worries there. So I added the coconut into the liquid. And now I will add the liquids into my flour mixture. Just like that. How simple can that be? And you just mix gently, you know, go around like 8 figure, until the whole mixture is even in texture. Make sure all ingredients are at room temperature when you're using them, and that will keep the coconut oil from curdling on you as well. Now the whole mixture is evenly mixed. I will put it in my prepared pan that I have put as a base a parchment paper, and I just buttered it all around with the coconut butter again, and powdered it with some cocoa powder because I don't want white specks on my chocolate cake. So I coated it with also powdered coconut. I will pour this into the pan. and I will bake it in 350-degree oven for about half an hour or so. Make sure to check it with a toothpick and make sure the toothpick comes out dry. Knock it a couple of times on the counter to get rid of any air bubbles inside. Now this is gonna go into a preheated 350-degree oven. So here we are. We have our chocolate cake that is already baked. It smells great. It takes half an hour in a 350 degrees oven. Now you can eat it as is. You can dust it with some powdered sugar or powdered cocoa, but I like it with chocolate sauce. So what I have here, I'm gonna show you, and this is optional, it's up to you. I have a 72% cocoa chocolate morsels. Here's the chocolates after they were in the microwave for 2 minutes. Some of them are still not melted completely, but it's okay because I'm gonna be adding, they will melt from the heat of each other. Into this, I will add a touch of coconut butter, and I will also put about a teaspoon of honey because you know, we want a little to mellow down that dark chocolate that we have here. And into that, I will be adding some hot water to thin it so I can drizzle it over the cake. And here's how it is now. So this is even, this is also a tiny bit thicker than I like it. I'll add tiny bit more water because as the chocolate cools, the sauce is gonna solidify a little bit more. Normally the cake needs to be already cooled before you put that sauce on, but for the sake of the video, I'm gonna just go ahead and put the sauce on top. And it's okay if it drizzles a little bit on the sides. Actually, I think that look I really like a lot. At this point, after you spread your sauce over the cake, you can decorate it with whatever you wish, like those colorful candies if it is for children's gathering, or my favorite, since I like coconut, I'm gonna sprinkle a little coconut shavings on top. It's still warm, maybe hot, but I'm not gonna wait. Smoky hot. Moment of truth. Heaven. Chocolatey heaven. Delicious. Try it. It's your next favorite.